Hello and welcome to my video about two really nice poems for the speech festival. The first is Auntie Betty Thinks She's Batgirl, and the other is Uncle Ben from Number 1. Now, many kids will be taught to speak these poems in what we call a sing-song voice. That is not a good idea. Let me give you an example. Auntie Betty Thinks She's Batgirl by Andrea Shavig. Auntie Betty pulls her cloak on and the mask, the one with ears. That's sing-song. Let's look at Uncle Ben from Number 1 by Brian Patton. Uncle Ben was not a hen, but when he laid an egg. Those two are in sing-song voice, and they are really boring. They don't make the poems interesting at all, so please don't do that. Now, some will say the words perfectly, but it will be boring. For example, Auntie Betty pulls her cloak on and the mask, the one with ears. Very boring. Or Uncle Ben was not a hen, but when he laid an egg. You know, the English there is perfect, pronunciation and enunciation, but there's nothing exciting or interesting about either version. You want to make it interesting for your audience. So let me give you an example. Auntie Betty pulls her cloak on and the mask, the one with ears. That makes it more interesting. Let's look at Uncle Ben now. Uncle Ben was not a hen, but when he laid an egg. So you can see, using intonation makes the poem much more interesting. So how can I help? Well, I can do recordings for you. The first will be very slowly so that you understand how to pronounce and enunciate each word perfectly in BBC English. The second would be with good intonation, where I will speak the poem in a way that makes it really interesting to your audience. I can also do a third version, showing you the sort of facial expressions that you might want to use. And I will also discuss body language and gestures. So if you want to know more about my services, just write to me, Christopher, at the email address you see below. Okay, bye-bye.